Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've been meaning to do this card for quite some time now, and I've just kind of been doing other projects instead of coming back to this, but I really need to get this done because I had all the pieces cut out. So this is craft kit number 91, I believe. Yes, craft kit number 91. And I just wanted to kind of go through making one of these using the rub-ons. I have used the dies from this collection to cut out various bits and pieces, and I've got these two rub-ons that I wanted to use as well, and I'm doing something a little bit different to what I've done previously. So for this project then, I'm using the largest arch along with the verso panel, and then the arch that is not the pin dot but the second one down. So let me just quickly show you which one I mean. Sorry, I have two sets in here because my set had two. So that's your largest arch there, and I used the straight line one and then the second one down, and I used the verso panel in between those to get this look. So I've done two of those like that. I also have a piece of acetate that I've cut using the largest arch, which I'm going to sandwich between my two pieces like this. And then I also have a tab, a hinge to be more precise, that I've cut out. And I've also cut out two pieces of ivory card using the largest arch shape. I've cut out the sentiment, hello friend. And I'm using for this, I'm using Craft Perfect Cherry. It's not the colours from the kit, but I'm using Cherry, and I'm also using, I believe it's Princess Pink pearlesant card. So what I wanted to do was, initially I wanted to do a shaker card. And I wanted there to be a pop of colour, so I picked out prickly pear sequins for this, but I just feel it might just be a bit too bright, so I've kind of changed my mind now. So if I put that, yeah, see, that might just be a bit too bright for what I'm wanting. So instead, I'm not going to do it as a shaker. I've decided rather to do it as a just a card. That didn't go into my little bottle very well. So that's the plan. I was going to initially do it as a shaker, but I don't have the colours in this particular the watercolours. I don't have those specific colours, and I think it maybe needs to be a lighter shade of either a lilac or like a soft pink. So anyhow, I'm scrapping that idea now. So my plan is to use the rub-ons onto acetate. Now, I don't know if that has been done or not. I don't know if any of the design team members made one with it on acetate, but I just wanted to see how it looks. It might work, it might not work. but I just wanted to kind of have a go and see if it's something that would work. So my plan is to do something like this. Is actually going to go on the card, and then this, what do we do it in the corner like that maybe? And then have the butterfly. Might have to overlap a little bit. So we definitely need to have this in the corner right there. I think our frame may cover up a little bit, but that's okay. That's not a problem. So if it's there like that, and then my sentiment is somewhere here. We need to be able to fit the butterfly in, you see. And then the butterfly is there. It might cover up a little bit, but we're going to go with it and see what happens. So I think the first thing to do is get the rub-on onto our acetate. So what I'm going to do is just back it onto this ivory white card for the time being, so I can see what I'm doing. And I just need to make sure, if we do it there like that, so I just need to make sure that it's placed correctly. Would it be better to do it on a darker piece? Actually, that might be better. Right, let me just clean off some of the dust that's collected on here. So if I do it on here, it might be, I don't know if you can see it better maybe. So I'm just going to go ahead and place this just on top of the acetate. So I've never actually used rub-ons before from Tonic Studios. So I'm just going to peel that away. And then I'm going to place that over the top here. I've got my lollipop stick, and I'm just going to go in and give this a good rub and pray that it all transfers over nicely. I absolutely love this like watercolour effect. I think it looks really, really nice. Okay, so now time to test the theory and see whether it has actually transferred. And if it hasn't, I'm not going to fully remove it. I'm going to try and go in. Oh wow, doesn't that look pretty? Just gonna fold that bit back on itself. Oh, that is gorgeous. Okay, let's just move these bits out of the way. I just want to bring in my sentiment because I need to see where this needs to go. And the butterfly is going to kind of sit on the sentiment like so. Maybe like that. So, oh, that is gorgeous. I really like that. Okay, so that's the plan then. We are going to have our butterfly there, I think. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Let's take the backing away from this again. Just going to bring this back in because I want us to be able to see the full butterfly. I don't really want to lose the beauty of this butterfly because it's so pretty. I think I'm going to place it just there like so, and then hopefully the sentiment can go like that. That works for me. Or maybe there like that. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to rub this one on. This would look really nice as a shaker card. Yay, that's gone on really nicely. Like that, I think. Do you know what? I'm going to be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So I have just raided my stash and I have got some of this yellow. This one is called Sunset Yellow Butterflies, which is a really nice colour. That might be a nice pop. And then we've got Pink Tutu sequins. And then we've also got Spring Rose. Now, I like the look of the yellow for a pop of colour, so I might actually go for that. We might be doing this. So let me bring in my other piece of acetate here, and I'm going to use some of these strips as well because we'll need to cover up some of the foam. So I think what I'm going to do is I need to go ahead and stick this down because the shake up element of it is obviously going to be on this, so I need to stick that down. I think that needs to be that way, and then that needs to back it like so, or maybe the other way around, because I know one part was raised a little slightly, so it might be that way. Anyhow, let me stick these down. We are going to do the shaker. We are doing it. Right, I need some red liner tape if we are making a mess everywhere. Okay, so going to get some red liner. Would have been better to use thicker red liner tape. Bear with, bear with. Okay, so let's get some red liner tape onto this piece here. Okay, so now that is all done, I am going to go ahead and just going to go ahead and take the backing off from all this red liner tape. And then I am going to get this into the corner there, just making sure that is level, which it is, and then stick that down. If there's any excess, I can cut that off. I can see a bit of excess there. I'm just going to cut that off. Okay, let's dropped a bit of my card off as well, but that's okay. So now that is done, I am going to, on this piece, I need to attach my hinge because that needs to stay covered up. So I'm going to do that now and get that out of the way. Otherwise, knowing my luck, I will forget. So I'm just going to get some glue onto this hinge here. You don't have to be very specific with the hinge. It just needs to be long enough to just cover it from one end to just before your card starts to arch. So that's stuck down. Okay, so now I need to just go ahead and take the rest of this off. It will all make sense in a second. Okay, so I need to bring in my second acetate. I do need to add another piece of red liner tape onto here. Like so. Let's move that out of the way. Okay, so now I'm going to take this piece of acetate and I'm just going to press all that down. So that's exactly how it needs to look, because that we're going to sandwich some acetate between that, and then that will get covered up. Okay, so we're doing this. Okay, let me get some foam tape quickly. So just chop off this first bit here. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to apply my foam tape on this side. Yeah. Now move that out of the way. And then that is going to sit on top of there like that. So okay, just open that out. So I think we said we're going for the yellow. Do it this way actually, it might be easier. Yeah, let's do it that way. So I'm just going to put some of these butterflies in there. Okay, let's close this out. Before we spill them anywhere. And then all I'm going to do is remove the backing off the foam tape here. There we go. So I just need to line this up. Oh, that's not too bad actually. Yay! Oh, okay, that is pretty. And because it's tiny little butterflies, I think it looks really nice. It's gonna look like that. Just gonna trim okay, that's fine. We're gonna leave it like that. Now all I need to do, we're not going to use those trims, just making life difficult for myself. Now all we're going to do is apply glue and stick this down. So just gonna line this up and then press that down. and then we're going to cover it up with another piece. And then stick that down. Oh, that is so pretty. And then I just need to place this sentiment on the inside. So we just need to work out where it needs to sit. Right there, I think. And there we have our shaker card. I know it's very small, but I absolutely love it. I think that looks really, really cute. So, whew, I wasn't planning to do it. The original plan was to do it, and then I decided not to. But here we are. We have made a shaker card using kit 91 butterfly frames. And I'm quite happy with how it's come out. I think it's really nice that I managed to find these yellow butterflies. So they're so cute. So what this goes to show is you can use the acetate, the rub-ons on acetate. It comes out really nice. Looks lovely on this side as well. Although you can't see it, it doesn't look messy. I think that's my point. It doesn't actually look messy. You can still see the shaker element. What I did want to do, but maybe I should have put it more around the edge, is I wanted to go in and basically just stick these pieces down just to cover up any workings, but I should have put the foam tape all up to the edge, and I think that would have actually covered up all the workings really nicely. But anyhow, that's not a massive issue. Whether it, whether I've covered it or not, that doesn't really matter. But what does impress me is the fact that these rub-ons are actually really good quality, and I think that just looks really nice. So there we have it, guys. Shaker card using the kit 91. Opens up, you've got your sentiment, and then from the outside you've got your butterfly and your bouquet of flowers. So thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell to receive notifications of any future videos that I upload. If you are interested in the butterfly butterfly frames craft kit, I can put that in the description below. If you would like to purchase it as a one-off or a subscription, that's totally up to you. And all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.